We'll start in the outfield. Gavin Dugas injured both his ribs and his back in a collision in center field with Drew Bianco in the Texas A&M series. And the reason that Bianco was in is because Giovanni DiGiacomo had once again pulled a hamstring. Both those guys are said to be back to 100%. Fans are being split between a vaccinated area and a physically distanced area. But at the end of the day, it's baseball on the field. And this LSU Tiger team comes to town looking to represent their skipper, Paul Mainieri, for the final time. And especially you hope to get some settling down from starter Landon Marshall. It really started off in the first inning where he got himself into a jam before getting out of the inning by inducing a double play, but in the second inning he didn't get the same type of luck. The biggest difference maybe between that game against Gonzaga the first time and the second time is two things. One, Alec Jacob isn't pitching for Gonzaga, and two, Dylan Cruz has been moved to the top of the lineup, and boy has that made a difference over the last 2 days. After that early loss on Friday, the Tigers have been playing inspired baseball at PK Park. This Tiger team winning 3 straight winner-go-home games, and they've set themselves up for a winner-take-all Eugene regional final. And actually, we just have some breaking news just coming to me a couple of minutes ago. We just learned who the starter for tonight's winner-take-all game in the Eugene regional finale will be. Mikhail Hilliard will get the start, even after pitching only a couple of days ago against Central Connecticut State. He threw 65 pitches in that game. He'll be back tonight on short rest to hope to get the Tigers to a super region. Yeah, the Tigers just refused to die in this game, Michael. It's been really unbelievable seeing the bats kind of come alive here in the 4th inning. Of course, like you mentioned, led off by Gavin Dugas, who hit his 2nd home run of the day on a weekend where defense is going to be very, very important for those pitchers. Arguably the most important defender on this LSU Tiger team is Drew Bianco, a guy that's been a Swiss Army knife all season long. And it's set to be really an exciting weekend here in Tennessee. And for Tiger fans that maybe don't have tickets already, standing room only tickets are available if you get to the ballpark early enough. If not, 2.5 hours before first pitch is when the Big Orange Block Party will get started from out here in Knoxville. Best look, let me tell you something. It is an electric atmosphere from out here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Allow me to paint the picture for you a little bit. All the tickets inside the stadium have been sold. They allowed extra bleachers to come in to have some extra seating, and all the standing room only tickets that they also allowed, 200 extra tickets, have all been sold as well. And for that reason, the fans that couldn't get in get a chance to be in this environment.
Reggie, tough scene out there for you at the moment, isn't it?
Matt, let me tell you something. A already ridiculous scene has gotten significantly more ridiculous. As we come on air, it just started raining like crazy. Thankfully, my camera is under an overhang. I'm not so lucky, but the overhang is over some T-shirts that are now being sold by the dozens of people, considering that it is very wet out here. It is an electric scene from out front of Lindsey Nelson Stadium. Yeah, Tigers dropping game 1 of the Super Regional against Tennessee 4-2 tonight, in a game that the Tigers honestly could have won if not for a disastrous 6th inning where the Tiger reliever Javen Coleman gave up some hits, and some poor defense led to 3 Tennessee runs, and they never looked back. It really was an emotional scene really everywhere in the stadium, as Tennessee, of course, punched their ticket to Omaha, winning on their home field in the Super Region for the first time in their program history. Meanwhile, head coach Paul Mainieri and the Tigers, their season ends in disappointing fashion here in the Super Regional. Lots of hugs going around in the dugout as players like Landon Marshall, who really pitched their heart out for this LSU Tiger team for his entire career, stepped off the field for the final time. But of course, all eyes were on Paul Mainieri.